Raining again. Just goes to show you that it's a lot milder. We're getting rain, not snow. I think I just go a quick walk around the field. Not much to talk about or see today. Obviously watch all my videos if you've not watched them. I had a nice stream yesterday with Matilda and OG Space Buns on Matilda's channel. A little bit of fun with them both doing origami and me trying to commentate and judge their origami. I just generally act like a wally, hopefully to comedic effect. Yeah, that was cool. Anyway, make sure you watch that if you haven't checked it out. Got Isle of the Dark. I just finished reading the next 3 chapters of Rena's Isle of the Dark book. Things are getting interesting. I did my reads video, my weekly reads video, and unboxing of a few comic books that I got. The video was much too long though. I didn't realise how long I witter on when I'm talking about new comic books that I've read. The video was nearly an hour long, 50 minutes in the end. Never mind. Tonight my books video is going to be going up. Just going through my books I've got at home. When I think about it, I've sold quite a lot of books over the years on eBay. It used to be I never got rid of anything, but a load of my books have gone now. So, just the ones that I kept really, and some of my mum's books is all I had to show. Well, I'm enjoying this read along with Matilda. Hopefully we can move on to another book afterwards. I'd very much like to move on to another book and review something else. Yeah, once we finish doing Rena's book. It's a good little thing to do. It keeps me reading as well. So I always used to love reading books. I used to read books all the time, but over the last few years, it's not about not having the time. It's more about just not really connecting with books now. Not really feeling the love for them like I used to. I don't know. For some reason I just don't read like I did. I used to be like a maniacal reader almost. You know, I'd read through a book in a couple of days. I'd get into a book, and I'd sort of I used to read on a bus to and from work, and at lunchtime when I was at work. And if I was, the book was particularly gripping, I'd get off the bus, go home, and sit into the evening and read it, just sitting on my chair or lying on a bed or something. But I haven't done that in years. So hopefully reading with Matilda, at least I get one book read every month or so, and maybe it will re-spark my my interest. Very muddy over here, as you'd expect. It has been all this time. Very wet, but I've got my Wellington boots. My lovely Wellington boots. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what I do. And my feet are nice and dry. My camera's rather wet. I'm not sure how much you can see. Let's give it a little wipe. I think it's fairly waterproof. I've had it out in the rain before without any troubles. Anyway, what else have I got coming up? Yeah, I was thinking about it for ages, of doing like a choose your own adventure kind of story. It's that kind of thing. It's not actually a choose your... I used to have choose your own adventure books. I must have sold them. I don't have any choose your own adventure books now. I've got the Fighting Fantasy game book series, and I've got a few other game books like that. But they're just, I think the one I've chosen I'm going to do is Curse of the Vampire. Not a fighting fantasy, but similar. I'll probably do it so you won't do dice rolling. I'll probably just do it for the story, and I do it as a live thing, and let the chat decide what you know, path I take, kind of thing, to see if we can get through it alive. But we'll see how that goes. Also, I was chatting to Geeky Pete, GP Venom, and he's going to start doing Dungeons and Dragons, and I've signed up to be a player on his Dungeons and Dragons. I'm assuming he's going to do it online on his channel. I'm not too sure. I would think that he would do, because otherwise, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm sorry he's going to stream it on his channel. Why wouldn't he? It's content, isn't it? But yeah, I've not done a role-playing game for ages. I always used to be the games master, so I didn't do a massive amount of playing. My mate did Dungeons and Dragons, so I played a few games in his campaign, kind of thing. But I suppose when you're being a games master all the time, it's kind of hard to be a player sometimes. But yeah, it's so long since I played. So yeah, that'd be cool. Looking forward to that. I'm thinking Who's Your Nerd from Indiana might be joining the team as well. He's another guy who's done a lot of games in his time, he's told us. So that'll be fun. Hopefully that comes off. I don't know if he'll do it weekly or monthly, but I hope, you know, hopefully find time in my busy YouTubing schedule to do that. I was supposed to be having a chat with Man Cave today about his comic memories, but unfortunately his schedule was, he forgot about it, and his schedule doesn't allow him to do it today. That's no problem. It's not like it's, he was very apologetic, but you know, these things happen, don't have to apologise. It's just, you know, it's not like I'm paying you to come on my channel or anything, or, you know, or it's just, you know, these things happen. It's not the end of the world, and hopefully I'll get you on another time. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I get a nice walk here anyway. More about exercising. I was actually watching, I think her name's Frugal Mama of Boys. She's a lady, American lady, and she does like exercise videos, scarves and stretches it's called. And I was just watching that this morning. You know, too lazy to actually stand up and do any stretching or any like exercising myself. But yeah, that was alright. It kind of like made me think to myself, maybe if I watch these again, maybe next time I watch this, I'll get up out of bed and actually do some of the stretches, actually do some of the star jumps. You know, it doesn't hurt to get the blood flowing, and so maybe we'll see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. I bought too many snacks. Last time I went to the shops, I bought too many snacks because they're cheap, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll buy them and I'll like eke them out over a few weeks, kind of thing. But I kind of went crazy. I had an whole pack of biscuits on one day, a whole pack of fig rolls, and I had some chocolate macaroons and some Bakewell tarts, and I bloody ate them all in a couple of days. So yeah, my will was weak. sometimes when it's there, you just got to eat it. You can't help yourself. So yeah, try not to buy too much of them. But yeah, we all know I'm a fat git. I've got to dig out my comics of cover slingers as well. Captain covers. I might be cheeky and use a book, because I found, if you look at I'm doing a books video that's coming on my channel tonight, and I was going through some of the old books I used to read as a kid. I wasn't sure if you can see that crow, because my cover is so, my camera's so wet, all I could see was water droplets on the screen. I'm not sure how well you can hear me either, because the wind's blowing up like a storm. It always sounds a lot worse on camera than it actually is. Just the wind across the microphone just makes it sound like 10 times louder. There's a family walking their pet dogs. Two little tiny little ankle biter dogs, but they're very cute. They're having a little fight with each other. Just a friendly little battle. And there's another little hound being walked by his family. Sometimes they're so cute when they're like energetic like that. You know, when they're like full of beans. It's kind of like, it's just a simple joy of chasing after a ball with their tails wagging. You can't help but love them. I mean, I much prefer cats, so I don't get tired of saying it here. I much prefer cats. I'm definitely a cat person temperament-wise, rather than a dog person. But you can't hate them, you know. I wouldn't hate them anyway. But you know, I wouldn't want to own one. But they do make me happy when you see them. What's the word? Frolicking. Who doesn't love a good frolic, eh? Frolicking's good. I'm sure you guys are all up for a frolic and good time. I've not even got my jacket done up. It's not cold at all. And the rain is that kind of fine drizzle, so it's not soaking me. It's more refreshing. Sometimes I walk in the rain, it's quite refreshing. I've got my phone with me, so I will dig out a poem. Just going to go up to the end of the field and back again. Call that a walk. Right, yeah, it's Black History Month on Poem Foundation, so it's all poems related to Black history, I suppose, and by Black poets. Sometimes like of, would you call it a political nature or an activist nature maybe? So not quite congruent with the nature walkies that I do, but poetry is poetry. So let's just go. This one's actually called February, by someone called Jack Colom. It is all kind of lovely that I know, where I attend here now the maturity of snow has settled around, forming a sort of time, pushing that other over either horizon, and all is mine. In any colours to be chosen, everything is cold and nothing is totally frozen. Soon enough, the primary rough, erosion of what white fat it will occur, stiff yellows beautiful, beautifully austere. We've gotten down to that much rash and achievement that will promote to, but now I know my own red network, electrifying this welcome annual hush. Yeah, maybe that one wasn't political or activist related, but maybe by a black poet. It's kind of a weird one, that one. I didn't quite understand half of what that poem was trying to say. Basically, it's about the hush of winter, I suppose. Definitely do with another reading and a bit more of a thought about it. But let's just look at the seagulls wading in the puddles. It's a funny looking. It's not a seagull, is it? It's got like a black head. Seagull shape, but very black in their head. There was two of them right next to each other. Just something about the black face made me. It looks like he's got a little mask on. It's like a seagull wearing a Batman mask. Dog's running along with his ball, scaring the seagulls. He's an energetic little fella. Quite up try not to get anyone else on camera. There's a few people around in every direction. There's a couple here with their two dogs. They've got a ball and a tennis racket just to get them running for their ball. There they go. The doggies do like a walk. They do like a bit of exercise. Right, and speaking of exercise, I've had my exercise for the day. Had my walkie. Thank you for joining me on my walkie. Hope you enjoyed the poem, even though I didn't read it very well probably. Anyway, I'm out of here. Cheers for tuning in. Make sure you tune in later on Matilda Gothica's channel to watch me, Matilda and Rena the author talk about the last 3 chapters that we've read from her Isle of the Dark book. Cheers!